If you're smart, you may decide to use joint ventures instead of using paid advertising to attract customers. If you're intelligent, you may decide to use the same type of advertising that companies were using during the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. But if you're a genius, you will own the media so you can market your products over and over again without having to go to outside media channels to get new customers. The way we do this is by using a software that some of the most successful companies in the world use, that we call as an auto sales closing system, that will, number 1, generate interest, number 2, capture your leads, number 3, present your products to your prospects, number 4, closing them right there on the spot, and number 5, if they don't buy, it follows up with them, closing them at a later point, number 6, by capitalizing on 9 different categories of income stream. Now, auto sales closing systems replace labor and talent. They replace labor by doing the sales for you, and they replace talent by being developed by somebody who has a deep understanding of sales and why people buy. Many businesses want too big of a commitment too quickly to start doing business with them. This is why you need a multi-step sales process to generate interest, nurture that interest, develop trust, and then finally turning them into a customer. Now, auto sales closing systems have 6 steps. Number 1, traffic. Number 2, generate interest. Number 3, a free trial offer. Number 4, front-end products. Number 5, follow-up. And number 6 is profit. So let's start out looking at traffic. Now, according to an article from Inc. magazine, which shows that 62% of businesses are making little or no money from their Facebook ads, because much of advertising online is done through a pay-per-click model. In other words, whoever is willing to pay the most per click is going to get the traffic. An article from Business Insider shows that the big media companies have become so greedy and are raising their prices year over year. According to that same Business Insider article, as of July 2021, YouTube and Google's prices are up 108%, Facebook is up 89%, TikTok is up by 92%, and Snapchat is up 64%. At this rate, it's only a matter of time until many of these smaller companies are priced out of being able to advertise. But combine that with economic uncertainty, companies are forced to cut back on their expenses and are forced to find other ways to find customers. Many smaller companies have turned to social media because that's the only way that they know of how to get free traffic. However, if you're tired of wasting months and perhaps years trying to build a following, or your hard-earned money on oversaturated ad networks trying to get traffic like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube that produce little or no results, just think how much easier it would be to find somebody who already has a large following endorsing you and what you have to offer to their following. This is part of what I call as the $1 billion blueprint. Even though I grew up in a pretty average family in Three Rivers, Michigan, I have been given secret access to the world of the wealthy. I've seen behind the curtain, as it were. Wealthy families send their kids to universities like Harvard, Yale, and Stanford because it gives them access to elite groups of people to grow and build their families' empires. Why is it that people like the Google founders, Facebook founder, Facebook investor Peter Thiel, Instagram founder, and actress like Reese Witherspoon all attend Stanford University? Then Microsoft founder Bill Gates, actress Natalie Portman, actor Matt Damon, talk show host Conan O'Brien, Vice President Al Gore, astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson all went to Harvard. These people did not come from nothing and strike it rich. They were set up in life for success. Harvard has the largest number of alumni at 188 who have a net worth of $30 million or more. Stanford with 74 and Yale with 31. The education that you get at these schools is not that much greater than you would get at smaller universities, but it is the connections you get. Tim Sanders' popular quote, "Networking is your net worth." Networking is its own job. Like any kind of investing, it requires attention and effort. Porter Gale, author of Your Network is Your Net Worth, says, "I believe that your social capital, or your ability to build a network of authentic personal and professional relationships, not your financial capital, is the most important asset in your portfolio. I believe that seeking out and working in collaboration with others who share your interests and values will provide a stronger foundation, enabling you to reach higher levels of success than you would on your own. Therefore, I believe that your net worth will be based not on your size of your portfolio or your size of your network, but your ability to define and stay true to your passions and values, and that working with other people who share them will allow you to build a strong and enduring interpersonal safety net that will carry you through any financial calamity to greater output and personal fulfillment. My grandma's sister was rich, but I didn't know how rich and how she got her money until after her death. I knew she made much of her money from Coca-Cola and Pepsi, but I did not know where she got her money to begin with. It was not until I began consulting with executives from billion-dollar companies that I gained insight from the story my family shared with me into how my great-aunt built her empire. These elite families run a tight network, working together, only accepting a certain class of people. It is very difficult, if almost impossible, to reach this level of wealth. A 4-year degree at Harvard University would cost you around $200,000. That is, if you can get in, because they only accept 5% of those who apply. That's not including room and board or supplies. You do not need to be part of Harvard or Stanford University's alumni to be successful. You can use these exact same principles to build your enterprise. I've taken the insights that I've gathered by working with executives from billion-dollar companies to help smaller companies get ahead. Typical small businesses run their business the same way that most other small businesses have. But when small companies use these principles of the billion-dollar blueprint, they can make $1 million in as little as 90 days. Everyone has different financial goals, but the idea of becoming a millionaire in 90 days seems impossible, and it is for most people. You have to develop a new way of thinking. Most people think about it doing it all on their own. Most companies go after one customer at a time. On the other hand, we use joint ventures or group marketing, where we land a customer, where that one customer may bring you hundreds, thousands, or depending on the type of the deal, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of new customers. Sohail Khan lost his fortune and rebuilt his empire, selling 201,460 new customers in just 30 days by using joint ventures. Joint ventures is a form of word-of-mouth advertising. However, instead of getting only a few referrals from your customers, we work with companies to get them to refer their customer base to you. As we have stated before, many companies understand what they do, but they do not understand some of the other important parts of their business. There are 150 ways to get more referrals. However, most companies only know 1 or 2 of them. Joint ventures will make the other 149 ways to get referrals unnecessary. However, the reason so many smaller companies are not getting referrals is because they do not understand what it takes to get somebody to refer you more business, and it isn't doing a good job. In fact, doing a bad job will get more people to talk about you than doing a good job, but you probably don't want that type of noise about you to spread either. In our next module, we're going to look at how to motivate a person to give you more referrals. Or if that's too much work for you and would like to partner up with us and have us get your referrals for you, you can do so at project.alphalifestyleacademy.com. Now, it would be an impossible job for you to understand exactly what we're going to do for you in just these few minutes. People love the idea of using somebody else's following to build their customer base, but going from idea to putting this into action is too much to ask for so many people. So we created a shortcut by downloading your step-by-step blueprint. These are the same strategies that I used working as a business strategist for a $400 million marketing firm. Now, the purpose of this blueprint is not to sell you, but to partner up with you by working together as a team. So if you've heard enough, you can get started with the resources below this video. Otherwise, if you haven't done so already, you can download your free step-by-step blueprint. One more thing, stay healthy. I'm glad it could help you, and we'll see you in our next module. Bye-bye now.